Hello all my fit friends, welcome back to WOWbodyNOW. We have another full body stretch today. So let's do our quick warm up first because you shouldn't be stretching with cold muscles. So we're going to start with a nice torso twist. So just take your elbows out and just twist your body side to side. That should feel really good. Standing up nice and tall. We are on our third active recovery day of the challenge. Remember, today is all about giving your body the rest it needs to come back stronger. All right, what's next? We are going to do side step with huggers. So just get a nice wide side step. Open up your chest as you pull your arms behind, and then alternate which arms comes across into that hugger. There you go. After this, we're going to get down and we're going to do a cat-cow. Nice wide steps. This feels good to get going. So go ahead and get onto all fours. Hips over knees, shoulders over wrists. Round your back. Now, push the belly button down, open the chest, and look up. We're just alternating cat and cow. There you go. Inhale as you open into cow. Exhale as you close into cat. There you go. All right, come back to neutral. Activate your toes. Push into down dog. Round your back. Make your way into up dog. Oh, and just alternate. Down dog and up dog. Doesn't that feel so good? Down dog. Oh, and up dog. Getting nice and warmed up and ready to go for the stretch. Come back to plank and just alternating low lunges. And hang out there for a second if it feels good, a second or two. Pushing your hips down. Oh, that feels good. Good job. 10 more seconds here. Then we're gonna get down and we're gonna do Superman to really wake up the back side of the body and to get some heat and blood flow there. So hands and feet the width of the mat and just alternating, going down and lifting up. Keeping the head and neck in alignment with the rest of the spine. You don't want to be cocking your head up or down. Just keep that neck in alignment with the rest of your spine. Good. Oh, I'm feeling some heat building up in the back side of the body. That's good. Okay, so I want you to stand up and grab your broomstick or dowel. I'm lucky. I have a broomstick that you can screw in or out the bottom, so I don't have to deal with the end, the actual sweeping part. And we're going to do a dynamic stretch for our shoulders. Overs. So you're taking the dowel over as far back as it'll go. Maybe it's there, maybe it's here. Just bringing it over and over. The wider your hands, the easier the stretch. As soon as I start to bring my hands in, I can't go much further. So we're going to take it up and around and back. Then the other side, up and around and back. Try to keep your arm nice and long as it goes up and around and returns. There you go. So this is some dynamic stretching, working the full range of motion and still building some heat, getting some blood flow to the shoulder joint here before we do some static stretching for the shoulders. Nice work. Abs are in. We're standing up nice and tall. That feels good, right? So we are going to do the static overhead stretch. So go ahead and you want to have your hands, again, the width, and I'm having it a width so that I can't go all the way back, and I'm to challenge myself. And I'm just going to hold it there, let gravity do its work, and slowly over time, as my shoulder releases, even with my hands closer there, I'm able to go down further a little bit more. Oh, it's really opening up through the chest and the front of the shoulder. I can feel it in my armpits there too. Okay, so press it overhead. Take your hands as wide as they can go. We're going to do a side bend stretch for the lats. Go ahead and lean over to the right. Push your hips out to the left. Lean to the right. Now take that lower hand, pull on the end to increase the stretch. You're going to feel it go from your armpit to your hip. Just hang out here and breathe. Don't come forward. Keep your chest open. Yes, and then pull on the bottom of that dowel. That feels good. Really opening up the lats and the obliques. Bring it up. Shake it out. Just 7 seconds in between stretches here. Okay, bring it back overhead. Same thing, other side. Oh. Again, keeping your chest open. Pull on the bottom of that dowel to increase the intensity of the stretch. And just breathe. As you feel it release, you can pull a little bit more. Oh, I closed my eyes and I started to lose my balance. Beautiful, bring it up. Oh my goodness, that feels so good. We're gonna repeat those same 3 stretches. So, just take it over, let gravity pull on it. How far back? Oh my goodness, and I feel like I could go back really far, so I'm gonna bring my hands closer together, try to challenge it, trying to keep my arms nice and long. And again, I'm just letting gravity pull on my arms back and down. Just breathe. This is so good for all the push-ups and pressing movements we've been doing. Bring it back, shake it out a little bit. Take it up, hands wide, lean over to the right, pull on the bottom of that dowel, keep your chest open and breathe. Nice. This feels so good for the side body, right? From the armpit all the way to the hip. Bring it up, kind of shake it out some. Okay. Bring it overhead again. Lean over the other direction. Again, tugging on the bottom of the dowel there. Do you catch yourself collapsing forward? If so, open up through the chest. Oh, this feels pretty intense, doesn't it? But it's so good. Feels intense for me anyway in this stretch, especially up here on the chest and under my arm. Beautiful. Okay, so we're gonna get the upper back some more. You can put this back. We're gonna do an eagle. Cross. Take your right elbow, it's on underneath your left. Wrap that left hand around and try to reach, right, your hands, and then press them up. Oh, there you go. Just hold it. Breathe actively, try to press them up. Hands up towards the ceiling. Standing nice and tall and firm. Awesome. Stretch it out. Left elbow's gonna go under right arm. Try to connect the hands and press them up. Do you feel the back of your shoulders and your upper back there? Yes, good stretch for that. Make sure you're standing tall. Knees are bent. You don't want to lock out your knees. Abs are in. Think about having really good posture here. Press those arms up. Breathe. Release that. We're going to go back to the other side. Right elbow on top of left elbow. Connect those hands. Press them up. Can you go even higher this time? Ooh, I can. Isn't that a wonderful thing? That's why we say to improve flexibility, you want to repeat the stretches 2 to 3 times, right? And hold the stretch for at least 30 seconds. I have my timer going for 30 seconds per stretch today. Press them up, up, up. Bring it down. Shake it out. Left elbow on top of right. Connect, try to connect your hands. Press it up. Hands going straight up to the ceiling. Press, press, press them up. Oh. Nice. Almost done with this one. Release that. And my friends, you are going to take the right hand behind your back, drop your left ear over, just gently rest your left hand on your head there. So having your hand behind your back there is increasing the stretch in the traps and the neck. That should feel really good. If this is too intense for you, take the top hand off, right? And just, you know, take your ear over without having the extra added weight on your head. That feels so good to elongate that trap. Shake it out. Left hand goes behind your back. And same thing, other side. Oh, I carry a lot of tension through my shoulders and my traps, and I have overactive traps. They are very tense a lot. And if I'm not careful and mindful when I'm doing shoulder exercises, sometimes I catch myself shrugging and the traps taking over. So this is a really good stretch for me. Whether or not you have overactive traps, this is a great stretch. Okay, we're gonna repeat it on both sides. Kind of shake it out. Oh my goodness, do you feel how nice that feels? Right hand behind, left ear over. Yeah, when I released that stretch, my neck felt like it was like 2 inches longer. It felt so good. Okay, I caught myself kind of locking my knees. Double check, are your knees soft? I hope so. If you lock your knees, you could restrict blood flow up to the brain, which is why you see all the videos on YouTube of people fainting, like soldiers or people performing, and they faint because they're standing there. Yeah. We don't want that to happen. So keep your knees soft. Oh, that feels good. Just breathe. Enjoy this. Almost done with the upper body. We're going to finish the stretch today with a nice long lower body sequence for stretching. Okay, so we are going to go into a half kneeling hip opener. So have your right knee down, left foot in front. Go ahead, we've done these before, and press forward. Actively pushing your hip forward. We're going to stay on the right side here. Awesome. Oh, yes. Actively push those hips forward. Feel the hip flexors on this leg right here opening up. 3, 2, 1. Okay, so go ahead and stand up. Right toes forward, facing this way. Left toes turned out. And just fold over that leg. So now we're getting the left side hamstring. Just breathe. Back nice and flat. Pressing your hips back, chest down towards your knees. If this is too intense, you can rest your hands on your thighs. You can get yoga blocks. You can have a chair in front of you and be resting your hands on a chair. 3, 2, 1. So take your left hand in front of your right foot. Twist and look up. Little triangle. Oh. Extend it up. Look up. Open up that chest. Feeling the inner thigh and the hamstring of the left leg right now. Breathe. Hi, Angel. Oh, thank you for the kisses. I thank you. Okay, so we're going to repeat those same ones on the same side. Right knee goes back. Push your hips forward. So right now we're opening up the hip there. Okay. Nice work. Breathe. Actively pushing the hip forward. As you feel it release, push it forward even more to increase the length in those hip flexors.
3, 2, 1.
Bring it up.
Rest.
So, right toes facing me, left toes out to the side still. Flat back, hinge to face that way over that leg. Nice flat back hinge forward. Oh my goodness. Again, if you can't reach the floor, to keep a flat back, maybe your hands are resting here, maybe you have a chair, maybe you're in front of a countertop. That's okay. Oh. 5 more seconds.
3, 2, 1.
Take your left hand to the front of your foot. Twist and extend up for a triangle.
1. Right triangle.
There you go. Breathe. Extend up, open up the chest. How high can you get those fingers up? And you can bend the other arm, the left arm, to increase the stretch in your inner thigh and hamstring. Nice.
3, 2, 1.
Okay,
Rest.
we're gonna go to the other side. So now your left knee is down.
Left half kneeling hip opener.
There you go. Push those hips forward. Square up your hips. I was kind of cockeyed, right? Square up your hips. Looking straight ahead over this front knee. Sitting up tall. And breathe.
3, 2, 1. Rest.
Okay, go ahead and stand up. Those left toes are towards me.
1.
Again, you're still facing over that front leg. Oh my goodness. I just had my hip pop some. Avoid rounding right now. Flat back, shoulders pulled back away from your ears. Awesome. Keep breathing. Nice, deep, complete, full cleansing breaths.
3, 2.
Take that right hand in front of the right foot. Twist and open up. Take your time. Make sure you're balanced.
1. Left triangle.
There you go. Breathe. Yes. As you feel yourself release, you can bend that right arm to sit a little bit deeper into that hamstring and inner thigh stretch. Extend the top arm up. Open up your chest.
3, 2, 1. Rest.
We're gonna repeat that. Now, when I was on my knee, this one felt a little funny, so I'm gonna double up my mat.
Left half kneeling hip opener.
And here we go. Yeah, that's better. That's better. It's like I found a piece of my mat that didn't have as much padding as the rest of it or something. Okay, I'm gonna square up my hips. I want you to make sure you've done the same. Push those hips forward. And breathe. Taking time to just love on our body, to release tension.
2, 1. Rest.
Okay, getting set up for that staggered straddle.
3, 2, 1. Left staggered straddle.
And here we go. Forward fold here. Left toes facing front. Right toes facing out to the side. Square up your hips, back is flat, hinge forward. Oh, I could go a little bit more. It's a little bit uncomfortable, right? Not the most comfortable. I feel the intensity of the stretch, but that's what you want, right? You shouldn't be so comfortable.
Rest.
Right hand in front of right foot, twist and reach.
3,
right?
1. Left
The
triangle.
stretches should be slightly uncomfortable. They should feel intense. We're almost done with this little sequence here. Try to go further down if you can. Breathe into it.
3, 2.
Awesome. Carefully come out of that. Go ahead and lay down on your back.
3, 2.
Okay.
1.
So,
Figure 4 cross body right knee.
cross one knee over. Take the opposite hand, and it's going to pull that knee over this way towards the opposite shoulder. So opening up the hip there. Oh, and you can use the other hand to pull it across even more if you want. Just 30 seconds here. Then we're going to do our regular figure 4 stretch. This next one's going to feel more intense in the hips. Open up the knee. Take your hands. You're going to grab underneath the other knee. Pick it up. Hug the knees in. Flex the foot on top there. And yes, you can feel that more, right? I know I can. Just breathe. Awesome. We're gonna roll up and get into a pigeon, keeping that same knee that's bent on top being bent and in front. So go ahead and roll up. That same knee that was bent is going to be in front. Have your heel close to your groin, and then take the opposite shoulder over to that knee. Right? So you're folding over. I have my knee down, the top of my foot down in the mat in the back here, extending the leg, and I'm driving the opposite shoulder over to that front knee. Oh, just enjoy that. Oh, that feels good.
3, 2, 1.
Okay.
Rest.
So, we're going to do that same side again. Same side. Cross it over, opposite hand to the knee, pull it over towards the opposite shoulder. Just breathe and enjoy that. It always feels so good after you have a nice stretching session. And I know I'm guilty of it too. I don't spend enough time with stretching and mobility work. And whenever I spend more time like this, I'm always like, why don't I do this more often? It feels so good. Okay. Hug that knee and pick up that knee. Just breathe. Can you pull that knee in even more? Can you hug it in even more? Roll yourself up. That knee that was on top stays in front. Have the heel in close to your groin. Top of the leg, top of the foot down. Take opposite shoulder, fold over. Take it to that knee. And just breathe. So this is a slight different variation from a pigeon, right? We're driving the opposite shoulder to the knee. And we're keeping the foot close to the groin.
Rest.
Okay, so we're going to do the same sequence. Other side.
1. Figure 4 cross body left.
All right, cross that other knee on top. Take the opposite hand, pull it across. Feel that gentle opening of the hip there. Just take nice deep breaths. Inhale and exhale. Close your eyes and just enjoy it.
Three, two, one.
Grab underneath that leg that's on the bottom. Hug it in. Flex the foot on top.
Supine left figure 4.
Find that slight intensity, become a little bit uncomfortable in the stretch. Pull that leg up enough to really feel that hip stretching. Go ahead and roll yourself up. That leg stays in front. Heel close to groin. Take the opposite shoulder over that knee as you fold over. That feels so good along here. Oh. As you relax and release, can you sit even more over?
3, 2, 1, rest.
Let's repeat those 3 stretches again on the same side.
2.
Cross that leg over, opposite hand grabbing the knee. Body there. That feels good. How you doing? Can you hug it across even more? Try it. Every time you exhale, try to relax into the stretch even more.
Rest.
Grab underneath that other knee. Give me that figure 4. Oh, yes.
Figure 4.
Find that intensity, right? Don't be too comfortable in these stretches. Really feel that hip being tugged on and opened. Roll yourself up. Let's get into that modified pigeon.
3, 2.
Square up your hips. Take the opposite shoulder as you fold over the knee. I'm trying to twist even more over. I'm trying to sit even lower. Again, every time you exhale, relax into the stretch.
Your timer is complete.
Nice and easy. Come out of that. And we are finished. Virtual high fives, right? Thank you so much for showing up today, for getting this full body stretch in. I hope you feel as amazing as I do. Really, my neck feels 2 inches longer. My hips feel so nice and just relaxed now. My hamstrings have released some. Anyway, I hope you're feeling as great as I am, and I hope you're excited to meet me tomorrow for our Friday full body hypertrophy and strength workout. Until we meet again later today on Instagram, or tomorrow for the workout, I want you to always remember, no excuses, no regret, just sweat. Mwah! Bye, everyone.